Hey guys, it's Courtney
and Lex,
and you're listening to another episode of The Pleasure Is All Yours.
We are here promoting sexual liberation of the Black and queer communities.
Yes, we want to laugh, learn, and just really discuss all the ways that the pleasure is
all yours.
It's all yours, baby.
Okay. Hey guys, we are back. I'm Courtney.
This is Lex,
and we have a guest today.
Hey guys.
And what's your name?
My name is AJ, or AJ the Alchemist,
okay.
on all socials.
Tell them who you are. Thank you for coming in today.
No problem.
AJ, you are an astrologist.
Yes.
You're an astrologer and a creative director?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're so excited to talk to you.
I'm excited to talk to you.
If you've never listened to this podcast before, we try to start off every episode with a pleasure moment of our week. So just think of like the most pleasurable aspect that you had and just tell us about it and how it made you feel.
Okay.
We'll give you some time to think about it. Lex, do you want to go first?
Well, on the drive here, we were like, what's today? And we went back and forth for a second on what day it was. Let me see. Red was in Nigeria for 2 weeks, and she got back pretty late on Friday night, but that was probably my pleasure moment of the week because we literally just slept and hung out and watched movies all weekend.
Love that.
And cooked food. And then, at 3 a.m., half asleep, had great sex and then went right back to sleep. So, that's a great little combo for me because it's just hanging out, watching TV, eating food. Orgasms. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Covers all your bases, your pleasure bases.
Exactly.
Yeah.
QT.
Yeah.
Food. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That sounds like a really nice weekend. That sounds like a very calm weekend.
It was, and that's exactly what I needed.
I was out all weekend, not in my house, so I'm so excited to go home tonight and be at my house and be asleep at my home. But I had a great time sending my friend off on their new career adventure out of state. So we hung out and, just celebrated him. And then I would say my pleasure moment was watching my boo make me a little hobby table.
Oh, that's adorable.
Wait, went to Home Depot. We went to Home Depot, got some pieces of wood. I got him a toolkit for Christmas, so he just really wanted to use it. It was for him, it wasn't for me. and he was just drilling shit and doing his thing, sawing. It was really hot, and it was nice because he just wanted me to have a little place where I can do my little clay art that I've gotten into this year.
Yeah.
It was nice, and I was painting my the lighter that I made
with the ventricles.
Yes, I'm gonna put a little picture on. Will I?
Courtney,
I'm not embarrassed.
That is the most well-made tiny heart on a lighter I've ever seen ever.
Thank you.
So.
Pero I think I fucked it up a little bit with the color.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put it out there because I'm just trying to put my art out there and by any means necessary this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we did tandem play. That was my favorite part of the weekend where he was doing his thing over here and I was doing my thing over here and we were just listening to 2000s R&B.
Yeah.
And just vibing.
Yeah. Those are my favorite days. Together, but not together.
Not enmeshed.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. I love that.
Maybe feet touching at some point, but that's pretty much it.
Yes, perfect. What about you, AJ?
Honestly, earlier today, I was sitting on the couch and it was raining, and then I ordered ramen and I was sitting there and I was just eating it and watching TV.
Love it.
I was just wow, this is
life.
Yes.
I love being alive.
Yes. That makes life worth living.
Yes.
Where do you get your ramen from?
There's a spot in Oak Lawn called K-pop ramen.
Huh. Have you ever been?
I've passed by it.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Let's try that out. I'm more in I'm a 10 ramen kind of girl. I don't know if you guys have been there.
I don't think I've had that. Have y'all been to Ichigo?
No, whatever. I've heard good things.
I think I've seen it, but I haven't been.
Fucking ramen I've ever had
all right.
in my life. Yeah.
We said fuck Oni.
Cause Oni got that. Oni got that shit, man.
I don't know.
But I also haven't been to Oni in a really long time. When I used to live in Fort Worth, there was one really close to my job, and I used to go there all the time. The bartender knew who I was and what I was gonna order because I usually got the same thing. Literally, ramen's so fucking good. I like the creamy ones. The creamy ones are really good.
Especially
creamy,
on a rainy and cold night.
Yes.
Fabulous. I think we all had very relaxing pleasure moments, which is what it's all about. 2024 it ain't about the big stuff. It's about the little moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like a French saying for that.
Oh.
I heard it recently. I don't remember what it is. Don't ask me to repeat it. But I do know. I do know for a fact that there is a French saying like something like it's about the little things or something like that.
Okay. Les petites moments.
Okay. Okay, Pierre. Yeah.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Yes. Okay. And here today we have AJ the Alchemist. You're an astrologer, a creative director, but tell us a little bit about yourself, like where are you from and how did you get started in both of these?
So I'm originally from Arlington. Okay. So like I'm from the area.
Yeah.
And like in 2019, I don't know what it was. It was like this big, like, kind of spiritual boom. So, like, I grew up Christian, like, very Christian household, like, went to Christian school, like, very, like, immersed, like, in the church. Didn't mean that I was, like, 100% into the shit, but, like...
You just grew up in the church.
Yeah, I grew up in the church.
Yeah.
That's just part of it. So, like, I really had no concept of, like, all of this shit until I was an adult. Like, I didn't know that, like... astrology was like a thing, like that people like study for real, or like all the spiritual shit. Like I didn't know about like tarot cards, for example. Like I had no like concept of any of that. And then I don't know what I was doing. I think I had started meditating like real heavy.
Okay.
And then I learned about like law of attraction, and then somehow that took me to numerology. And then from numerology, that took me to astrology. And from there, I was just studying myself, really. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to read for other people type shit. And then, it just grew from there. I was like, I've literally been studying astrology every day since, like, 2019. Like, I spend some time every day.
Wow.
Like,
That's 5 years. I was like, what year is it?
No, facts. Like, 2024, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We have said this now in all of our episodes since the new year.
Time's not real.
Right.
It's not real.
It's really not.
A white man created that shit, I'm telling you.
So, saying that you grew up in the church and that you didn't know it existed, were you just like Googling one day, or like did somebody, like a friend, tell you that you were? What are you, by the way?
I'm a Libra.
I love it.
How many Libras have you had on this fucking show? Like four Libras on
Have
the
we?
show. Yeah, because
I looked at y'all's chart, and it makes sense.
That makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Libras they surround me. I'm attracted to Libras. Libras are attracted to me.
Very
You're
true.
Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. All my friends are Scorpios, too.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I got excited.
No, my bad. Yeah.
Let me do this whole episode. Let me get myself together. Okay, yeah. So, how did you get started? Like, what prompted you to find out about astrology?
Well, like I said, I was just working on myself, really, like self-healing. Like, I had went through this like really kind of bad like mental health crisis, honestly.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, okay, what can I do without like always taking medication or like always therapy was cool. Therapy is great. But like there are certain things you got to do at the house, you know, to get your shit together. So
your therapist can only do so much, baby.
So I was like just trying to figure it out, really. And then it went from, like I said, law of attraction, I think, to maybe like numerology. And then I was like, I heard that there's like a chart attached to, like, I know I'm a Libra. Like everybody knows like what your sun sign is.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I heard that there's like more to that. So then I just started Googling my birth chart stuff, and I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? This is, like, crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite part of your chart?
Favorite part of my chart? So I'm a Libra sun, but I'm an Aries rising. And it being opposite, I'm a Libra sun and Libra Venus, and I'm an Aries rising. And I think it's just, so a lot of my chart is cardinal. So cardinal energy is like Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. And cardinal energy is just like leader, like bad bitch vibes. Like you think of heavy cardinal energy as like Rihanna, like she's similar thing, like Aries rising, all that. So I was like, damn, like you really got everything made out for you to be like who you want to be. Like I just look at my chart and I'm like, damn, like it makes sense. Like I make sense.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
I love that. I can relate to that. Like I love looking at my chart because it is a reminder, like, no, you are that girl. Like, you were born in 11/11? Okay. Yeah. It's meant for you.
I haven't, usually once a year, especially towards the end of the year, I revisit my birth chart. I didn't do that this year, but usually I like to go and look at it because I love my birth chart. There are just some things where I'm like, ooh, that does not sound good. I don't want to be that bitch, Oh no. So I think that's one reason I revisit it, but there are a lot of things that I do really like about my chart. I be reading about myself in my chart. I'm like, I would want to be your friend. This right here though, I don't like that. But I would want to be your friend.
Now, do you agree with what it was saying? Like, when you were reading it and you're like, ooh, I don't want to be that, I am that, or I see that in me?
It's more like I could see me going there.
Okay.
Like I could see myself going there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that ain't cute, that's not cute. I don't want to be that not cute shit. Like, I don't know. I know you can't really make yourself be the most positive things of whatever placement or sign it is because you just are who you are. But that was the first thing I thought was like, how do I just not be these parts of my chart?
Yeah. It seems like we're all trying to be better people. And I can imagine that a lot of us use astrology to be better 100%. Versions of ourselves. But like, how do I look at my chart, see what I don't like and say, how can my chart tell me like how to be the best version of myself? Like, how do I get there?
So I guess like what you were describing is kind of like the shadow side. I mean, if you want to call it that. But there's always like another side to it. So like you can say like, oh, I don't want to be like this bad person, but there's like another side to that. I guess like balances that out. So I would just say like, I guess part of it is just breaking it down, like doing the research, like positive aspects of having a Cancer, like I'm a Cancer moon, so positive aspects
Very
of having a Cancer moon, positive aspects of having this, like just doing the little things to like reinforce it instead of like taking the first thing that you research on Google or whatever at face value, because it's really not that bad. Nobody's chart is bad. Like nobody has like 100% bad chart. Like there are things that I would look at it more from, these are the things that I might experience over and over again, like in a cycle. Then being like, okay, I know like I have a tendency to be a little bit manipulative, so let me look at what I'm doing. Okay, let me just tone it down. As long as you're like trying to tone it down type shit, like you'll be all right. Like you don't have to overdo it.
A little bit manipulative. What part of your chart is that?
Cancer moon. Scorpio Mercury, like together. So
a Scorpio Mercury too.
I always say, there are so many parts about Cancer that I love a lot, and then there are even more parts of Cancer that I do not like at all.
Cancer
and it's
is
like
manipulative as a whole.
And then like, what do you mean? It's me. What? Yeah. What do you mean it's me? I was here. Here. How are you trying to you gaslighting me right now, bitch? What? No. That's just been my experience with Cancer suns. So like I've had 2 Cancer suns, and both of them, I'm like, you niggas got issues.
Was it the men?
Oh no, niggas is gender neutral.
Definitely gender neutral.
Niggas here, niggas is gender neutral. There's a different tone when we say niggas when we mean men, but like as a whole, niggas.
Okay, do you have a favorite sign then?
A favorite sign? I would say I love Tauruses.
Love Tauruses. I feel like they're probably the collective favorite of the zodiac. I have not met a Taurus I didn't like.
Truly.
At all, ever.
Truly,
Really just like all Taurus placement.
And it's like, damn, I want to be your friend so bad, bitch. You are fucking cool as hell.
Prioritize comfort and style.
Yes.
And
they don't put up with bullshit either. But it's like in a balanced way.
Absolutely. I love all my Tauruses. Shout out to y'all. Wow, I feel like I have like so many questions, I can't contain them, and I also don't want to like, I don't want this to be a zodiac bashing, but I have a question. Why?
I don't want this to be a zodiac bashing, but I have a question.
Why are Pisces men the devil?
That's a very good question.
Okay, and this is, I mean, y'all talk about topics like this all the time. So, but Pisces men are like that because in our society, men aren't really allowed to be emotional. Men aren't really allowed to be sensitive. So if you're a Pisces man and you're sensitive and you're intuitive and you're like you're seeing all these things, and then as a man, like they're telling you as a little boy, stop crying, like stop acting like that, blah blah blah. That's why they act like that. So it's more of a societal
bitch, go to therapy.
Yeah, literally, go to therapy. That's their problem.
Yeah, don't take that out on me, child.
Hey, listen.
Like, I know y'all wanted to bash them, but that's really, I know that's really why they go through that.
She said, I want to let you know they're just real emotional. Yeah. That's why they're like that. And they don't know how to express themselves.
Don't know what to do. Poor babies. But yeah, that's why they act like that.
Okay, I can accept that. Like, it's cool. I don't, like I said, I don't want to.
But no, they have problems. They're all drug addicts too. Like, hate to say it, love y'all, but yeah, they have issues. Like, I'm not finna sit up here.
I feel like right underneath Pisces men is Scorpio men, or maybe they like share the same.
It's water sign.
Maybe they share.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cancer men are horrible. That's exactly why I just said, like, was it the men? Because Cancer, I mean, not Cancer, but water sign men. Oh my God, like
Damn.
they're all going through that
misunderstood emotion, like them misunderstanding their own emotions. I feel like it all just comes out as anger and like resentment.
Yeah,
and like,
100%.
Blah, blah, blah.
I just think they want to be bad bitches real bad.
Who does that?
Hey, you know what?
We're kind of in a bad.
You see, bitch? Yeah. Were you gonna say we're in a bad bitch drought?
No, I was gonna say we're in a bad. I actually was gonna say we're in like a sassy men like
epidemic
era right now. Like,
is that bad? I don't think
bad? It's bad. I was about to say, like, I don't know.
Because I hear that a lot, where it's like these men are so sassy, and like I'm thinking of like fucking Santana, and I'm like, I like that.
I do not mean sassy in a gay way. I mean sassy in an audacity way.
Right.
Like, why are you like? Why are you typing all these emojis? Why are you coming? Why are we going back and forth like bitches? Like, why?
It is definitely like a men trying to be bad bitch.
Okay, and I've been saying that for years, that the men, they want to be a bad bitch.
It's them YouTube podcasts. They're just they're listening and they're taking notes and they're saying, I can be a bad bitch too. Right?
I want to be a Fashion Nova girl. I'm gonna go get a BBL next.
It's all just protein powder. That's all they're trying. They're just trying to get the protein powder ads on their Instagram. Like,
that's true.
And cooking salmon and mac and cheese on TikTok.
What?
Look,
that seems like a criminal combination.
I don't know. I've seen it a lot.
Salmon and mac and cheese.
Yeah, but you know, niggas.
Salmon and cheese.
Salmon and cheese. I literally tweeted that. I was like, bro, that's nasty.
That just doesn't.
Wait, hold on. Y'all have realistically, y'all have never had like a salmon melt or like a po' boy?
No.
Why is cheese on salmon?
Why is it has to be a light cheese? Like, it has to be. I don't do cheddar. It's like I'll do a provolone, maybe even like a baby Swiss that's very mild and white.
I just feel like the taste of salmon doesn't go with cheese.
I agree.
All right.
It's like one of the, like, it's just you know, like when you think about something with cheese on it, and you're like, that would sound good, like broccoli and cheese.
No, never sounded good to me.
Fries and cheese. You don't like cheese fries? Okay, no. The way you looked at me, I was like, bitch, you know you're lying.
In my brain replaced cheese with broccoli. So you were like broccoli and fries? Like, in my head, that's what she said. So I'm so sorry I looked at you like that.
No, but fries and cheese, like, I don't know, cheese usually goes on things, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I'm not bashing you, though.
Oh, okay. I know you wouldn't. Like, that's just not in your chart to bash me. You know?
Yeah, especially.
It's not written for you.
Absolutely, at all.
Do you have any flash questions? I'm gonna keep going.
No, keep going.
Okay, why are Mercury retrogrades like so terrible? And to you, do they have a bad rap?
I kind of do think they have a bad rap. It's more like, I think it's kind of like overplayed a little bit. But Mercury is like one of the closest planets to the Earth. You know what I mean? So like, of course, we're going to feel it like a little bit stronger than maybe any of the other retrogrades that are going on. But I mean, I think we're like, once we hear Mercury retrograde, we're like looking for problems at that point. And so I think it just makes it like pop out more.
I definitely feel the technology shit though.
No,
like
100%.
People can't drive, and I feel like things just do not work like the way that they're supposed to
like
work.
Honestly, like even today, like we're still, Mercury retrograde is over, but we're like in the shadow period. And I just felt like all day today, it was just like one thing after the next
today, I was just telling Courtney that today in the car. I was like, today in the office like was so crazy. It was just so like what's the word, tense and hostile in the office. Like everybody was on one today, and Yeah, like that would also make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, like, if this retrograde period is over, then how is it still affecting us? Like, can you explain the shadow period?
So, basically, like, okay, so when you have your birth chart, right, like, your sun is, like, at a certain amount of degrees and all that kind of stuff. Basically, the shadow period is, Mercury is, like, still kind of moving away from us type shit. Like, at one point, it's, like, real close. And then, but over, as the days go by for, like, the next 2 weeks, it's kind of, like, scooting away. So that's kind of why it's still affecting us, but, not
to the same degree.
Directly, yeah.
Okay. Got you. How old are you?
I'm 25.
You're 25? Okay, so you have a few years. So I don't know how much like research you really done into Saturn returns.
I actually do readings for Saturn returns, like if you're in that age.
Oh, we are.
It is actually time. Into the thick of it.
No, we're like in it to win it right now.
Yeah.
So, like, what is a Saturn return? What can we expect? I'm gonna just give you these questions as you answer them.
Okay, I got you. So Saturn return is also one of those kind of things that are a little overplayed, a little bit. Because Saturn, like, it's a whole group of people dealing with that. Like, it's not just hitting, like, your personal chart. Like, all of these people that were born, like, within 3 years of each other, like, are all dealing with it at the same time. So, it's more like, okay, so Saturn is about, like, hardship. And I think that's why, like, people kind of overplay it because, oh, it's so hard. Like, oh, it's beating my ass. Like, I'm crying, I'm screaming, I'm throwing up. But in reality, though, like, it's just teaching you to grow up.
Yeah.
Long story short,
Yeah.
Saturn return is just your time to, like, okay, you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
You've spent some time being an adult. But now you're about to be, like, grown as fuck. Like, now you're old. Yeah. So,
Courtney, what have I been saying? Oh my God, it's so crazy because I literally was like, it's like I can see 30 tomorrow. And I want to go into 30 with most of my shit in a basket.
That's what the Saturn return is. Like,
that's literally like, I'm like, therapist, listen, by 30, I want to be through with this. I want to let you know, you got 3 years, bitch. You and me.
Yeah.
You and me.
Yeah, for sure.
That's actually what the Saturn return is.
Yeah.
Like that feeling of, damn, I need to hurry up and get my shit together.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing bad right now. Or a lot of people feel like that. Like, damn, I'm doing bad. Or
I just feel behind.
Yeah. Because Saturn's about time too. So like in your chart, that's the thing that kind of like, you have to spend a lot of time like working at it. And it seems like you'll never get there. But after 30, like we're like around 33, like you're straight.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what my cousins have said. They're like, your 30s, you're sexiest. You're very assured because you kind of know who you are and like you have been through the hardships of like growing up and figuring out all of that shit. So I can't wait. I'm going to be a big bitch.
Yeah,
already is.
That's facts. I feel like I'm on my way. You know, like everybody has improvements, but I just have like so many improvements I'm trying to make.
Courtney, I really personally like I always say this, like, you know, you and I met at such a different part of our life.
Truly.
And like I always knew that we would always like, this is it right here. I always knew that, but it's just been like so crazy, like watching all the different versions of you and stuff. So every time you're like, I still have so much to work on. I'm like, Courtney, you've really been doing the work since like ever, bitch. Like you really been putting that work in. The elbow grease is like dripping. You know that little machine that does the thing and it's like dripping all the oil.
Oh yeah.
It's a kind of sad machine, but that's you doing the work, you dripping the oil.
Thank you.
That's a bar.
You know, I actually really wish that we started this podcast as soon as we met, right? So that we could just really document, because same for you. I think we've just like excelled in all these different spaces, and of course we have other places to go, but like, it's you and me, bitch.
Yeah.
One of these days we're gonna be on a yacht
till the wheels fall off.
Okay.
I got a spare tire in the back just in case we lose one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So how long have y'all been friends?
2019. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always want to say 18 because it feels then.
Because it was so new. Because it was like the beginning of the year.
It was, but it was like right when I moved to Fort Worth. Like I met you like a little bit after, like a few months after I moved to Fort. That's why I think it's 2018, because I moved to Fort Worth, I think towards the end of 2018.
I didn't know that you were kind of fresh. I thought you were here for like a year or so.
Nah, girl, I was like
Let me chill.
Yeah, because I already know what you was about to say. Shut up. I see your lips. I see your lips forming.
It was a different life.
Yeah.
It was a different era for
Okay,
Lex.
there we go. It was. I was a different person.
And
Sure.
so, girl, I was dating the worst of them.
Hey.
So the worst of my troop of exes,
Hey.
he was the worst of them. So-
Hey. I don't even, you know what? I don't even want to, I don't even rank my exes. Mostly because, like, give me about 5 years. 3 years. I'm a literally forget you even
Let me tell
existed.
you, that's fucking facts.
I'm gonna forget
Because,
you exist. I'm gonna be like, I never even.
all my-
That's not even real.
anybody, any one of my friends, anybody, they talk about their exes from time to time, as you do. You're like, oh yeah, I remember them. This person did this.
Yeah.
Lex. No, I do not hear you talking about that person at all.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know what you're talking about. And like, what's so crazy is sometimes, you know, I'll get my bouts of sadness, usually about my most recent one.
Yeah.
But again, that's because I'm not in that period where I've forgotten that you exist. Like I saw this TikTok where it was like, bitch, didn't I kill you off in my head? What are you doing still alive? You are not supposed to be existing right now, and you are, and that's like fucking up my story.
Yeah.
You know, so I just feel like that's what happens. Is like a part of my brain kind of kills them off. So then it's like they're not even alive. I don't even know where they are.
But you haven't gotten there yet with the last one.
No.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
It was
It's
really
easy
different.
to let go of somebody like you just would not even go for now.
Yeah.
You know? So I understand.
And you know, I don't have like serious relationships. I haven't like I be like flinging around, which is like my favorite. But like relationship, like two in my adulthood that were like actually substantial to my growth as an individual.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. But
Sidetracked. As per usual.
So how do you, when you give a reading for a Saturn return, what do you tell them? Like when you look at the chart and you say what?
Basically, like I just look and see what house your Saturn placement is in, and then that's really the area that's like gonna get affected the most.
Okay.
But like it's not like your whole life is gonna crumble. It's more so like that one specific area is what crumbles.
It's a tower moment.
Yeah,
You know, I follow a lot of astrologists on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it now. We call it Twitter. But every time everybody starts talking about the houses and stuff, like I have a note in my phone that has all of my houses in it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
So like what is a house? And yeah, what is a house?
Okay,
I
so
grew up in this. I'm too up in this. Sorry, go ahead.
but yeah, like so like your birth chart is like a circle, right? And then it's split into 12 different pieces.
Like a pie.
And it's like 12 signs.
Okay.
And so there's 12 houses. Because there's 12 signs. So depending on what your rising sign is, the rising sign, that's 1, and then it goes all the way to 12. So like each slice of the pie represents a different aspect of your life. So
Okay.
like, I mean, we could go into all of that, but basically each of the houses represents a different aspect.
Okay, bet.
All right, cool.
Yeah, because they be like 6th house, 9th house. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't even own a house, bitch.
I'm dead. We barely can own houses right now.
You talking about 7 houses, bitch? What?
What is your Saturn in? Do you know? Pull
My
it up real
Saturn?
quick. I'm just curious.
You know, hold on, give me a second.
I need to do that, like organize my stuff, because I'd be with.
That's so smart. Like I think
Because let me tell you something. I get so like, if there is ever a time where I'm like, oh my god, I'm really trying to figure out my shit, I usually go back to my notes and check out my house. Hold on, let me see. I don't remember. Maybe I should just search it. You know. Oh, here it is. My son is in the 9th house.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Is that career?
So 9th house is like philosophy, like education, travel. So like if you're a person, I think you said you live many lives. Like that makes sense because your son's in the 9th house. So
yeah,
moving around a lot.
I have like 4 different ones that are in the 9th house on here.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you have you know what? Yeah, let me get my laptop.
Hell yeah. Let's get into
Time
it.
for the stuff.
Get into
Time for
it.
the stuff. Wow.
Yeah, let's see.
And we have so many like friends that like we have a pretty close friend that is really, really into astrology and tarot and everything. They definitely used to work at like a metaphysical shop and stuff because
that's fire.
And like when you go to their house, they have their own little apothecary cabinet. Every
So do
crystal
I.
you could
Yeah,
every crystal you could ever think of, if you just pulled it out and was like, "What is this?" They'd be like,
That's
"Oh, this is
fire.
a this, and this is what it means, and this is what it does." Or hold on, let me pull out my book from my tote bag. Oh, it's
That's
this
fire.
one. No, they're like really, and I think that sometimes they kind of walk around the office because we ended up working at the same place again.
Okay.
Sometimes they walk around the office and people will be like, "Oh, can I just pull a card real quick?" And I'll be like, "You better charge them bitches $5, okay?
Yeah.
What, are you not collecting money? Don't you got rent to pay?"
In their defense, though, it's hard to start
know.
charging. Like
That's what they said, too.
Years. I just started like doing readings for real, like for money.
Yeah.
I was doing that shit for free. Like,
Is it just because you felt like, like you weren't, like you hadn't learned enough, or like why would you think it's hard for people to start charging
I
for
think
this?
part of it is that, and then part of it is like you just want to help.
Yeah, and
so
that's like their
bad.
main
Yeah.
thing is that they just want to help. But like, they're going through it, Lex. They're really going through it, and I'm like, "Did you pay your rent this month?"
That's what I had to start telling myself.
Yeah.
I had to start being like, bro, like you live off of this
because it's something that people really, really want to know, and they want insight,
direction.
and especially because they don't understand it, and like, all of us are always looking for direction on like where, what, and why, and I feel like astrology is a really good way to do that because it doesn't really, and they've said before, like astrology doesn't really tell the future; it just tells you kind of who you are, and you make your future based off that.
Yeah, or like the kind of cycles that you go through.
Yeah,
like I
and
said.
that too.
Yeah. Lex, I'm not sure if I have your right birth time. Because you said you have
It's
your son.
5:20 p.m. I think.
5:20 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad, Shawty.
Yeah, no, you're good. Let me just check real quick.
5:26.
Y'all can keep talking. I'm just.
Oh
gonna,
yeah, you're
like,
good. Yeah, I was definitely born in the afternoon on a Sunday.
Sunday afternoon.
I was born on a Sunday afternoon.
That's a beautiful day.
I was,
Yeah.
and I looked up. There's that like song about like children born on days or something, or there's like the midwife tale about children born on different days, and like the kids born on a Sunday. I'm like, oh baby, I was destined to be like this. That's all I heard. What? I was destined to just be a cool, sexy, chill, fun, loving bitch. That's it.
Yes.
Like I'm there for you. I'm supporting you. I'm real chill. And I'm sexy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I don't
facts.
think the sexy part is in there. I just added that.
I think it is.
It probably is. Look,
I just say.
we're actually gonna look at that here.
I say
Jesus was sexy.
my
He was
Mars
born on
being
a
in Leo,
Sunday.
I feel like is what makes me the sexiest.
Your Mars is in Leo?
Yeah.
the math. Math is on that. Wait. Okay. What's your birthday?
October 20th.
Okay.
96.
Too much information.
Sorry.
These niggas will use and abuse.
No facts.
You know, Red likes to be like, anytime we talk about anything from the 90s, she'll be like, from the late 1900s, your time. And I'm like, why do you have to say it like that? She's like, well, when they talk about the year you were born in the history books, they're going to say the late 1900s. And I'm like,
I think it's gross that your birthday is after the 2000s. That's what I would say. That doesn't make sense to
seriously.
me. You tell me you're born in 2002?
No, like, seriously.
That does not make sense.
Right.
oh yeah, this is right.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Is it 5:20 or
It's
5:26?
5:20.
Because I got 5:26.
Oh, then it is 5:26.
Okay.
I
just copied and pasted.
Yeah, then
Okay,
it is
that's
5:26. I just remember the first time I ever looked at my birth chart, I went and dug through every piece of important information I had to go find my birth chart, and I'm 100% sure it says 5:26.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was born on a Monday morning, which is like,
I was born on a Monday night.
Dang. Started the week off with pregnancy, with labor.
and my mom was already like not really into it, so I know she was like,
Not she wasn't. She was not
she was
really
like into the idea of me. She's cool with it now though.
Maybe that's why she be on your ass like that.
No, but she tells me, like, realistically though, she tells me that all the time, and like she's been pushing childbirth on me. She's like, when are we gonna get grandkids? Blah, blah. And I'm like, first of all, I'm a child, and second of all, when you were, because she had me when she was 26, about to turn 20. No, she had just turned 26. All right. So she had me when she was 26. And she was just like, I wasn't ready. I didn't think I wanted kids at all. I'm just like, girl, why do you think I would want a kid right now? And the economy was much better when you had me. I was just going
to say, in this economy, bro, I think about what other countries are going through and like the imminent fall of the United States. And I'm like, bro, if I was anywhere like how there are other countries really, really going through it right now, I cannot imagine going through that and also being responsible for other human beings. Like that is like just so crazy to me. Like, you know, my niece's mom has like 4 kids. I'm like, girl, shit pop off. You got to make sure you and them kids straight. That is insane.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little too selfish.
Hey,
and that's okay. You have to. We have to be honest.
I like to do what I think about that that episode of American Dad where Francine is like, it's like the hot tub episode, and Francine's like, you don't think I want to do cocaine at 9 a.m, but I can't because I have PTA tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't want that. I know to that's be right. Me. I don't want that to be me.
Right. Not the regret. Like no. No, absolutely.
But yeah, so I pulled your chart up and I keep recalculating it, and you don't have anything in your 9th house.
Hey, somebody lied to me.
I thought we all had houses. I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Let me rephrase. Everybody has the house, right? That may not mean that you have an actual planet in that house. Like it might be empty. That doesn't mean that it's not affecting you.
Yeah.
But it may not be like a major focal point in your life right now.
Well, you know, some of those astrology sites just be like,
they might be off.
I was gonna say that. Like a lot of times the calculations be. That's why I brought my laptop, because the calculations be like weird as fuck. But your sun, like me, you're Aries rising too.
Wait, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
hold on.
I showed you. Yeah, I showed you the
back up. Because
is that right?
How many? The amount of astrology charts I have pulled up that have been like Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon.
No, Aquarius moon, Aquarius.
I'm sorry, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising. That's what is so many.
So
that's crazy. I don't
see me.
But wait, what? I've heard there's like 2 different. Like
system?
Yeah, like a tropical and like a
so tropical is what we use here in the United States. The majority of the time we're using tropical. Like you can see it right there. Yeah. Like it's in tropical. And then sidereal is what the other calculation that they use like in the East. So like usually it's like sidereal is like where the planets actually are right now type shit. What we use over here is like a little bit off. Like the sun, well, I guess the sun is like where it's at, but like the moon and all that, it's a little bit different. It's different. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit behind.
Did you say Aries rising?
We were the same, girl. Libra sun, Aries rising.
Courtney,
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm learning.
I'm learning something new about myself. So, because I relate so much, so much to Aquarius, like so much. Whenever, like, even when I'm reading like horoscopes, when it's like predictions about how the season is gonna affect you, I read the Libra one, but I usually go right to the Aquarius one after. So
you're an Aquarius moon, so I mean that's like it's right there, right on. Like you're gonna feel
just
the
blew
Aquarius
my mind.
part.
I'm gonna go home and like.
You really should. I'm gonna be honest. I can see the Aries. So Aries, like the rising part, is more about like appearance and like how you like come off to other people. Like
I'm a little aggressive.
And I was gonna say like a lot of it is like face shape and like how you dress and things like that. So I would look at it from that perspective instead of like instead of personality, because your personality is more Libra.
It's not really like a personality thing. I think it's just because I've kind of I've seriously dated an Aries, and I kind of had a fling with another Aries, and I'm like, I don't relate. Like I can relate in some ways, but I don't relate. But they also were Aries sons, so there's that as well. Right. But I'm like, yo, you're like literally blowing me right now.
I always thought of you as in like in the best of ways as an airhead, because like Libra, Aquarius, like that was that's it for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's still there. Like,
I definitely still am an airhead bitch.
like you have. Well, I think what you're probably seeing more of is like all the Libra in your chart because you have like
I do. Yeah.
You got like 3 planets in Libra. So
not the stellium.
Yeah, stellium. I didn't want to say that.
Something
You have a Libra stellium.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
In the 7th house.
And it just makes so much sense to me. You're just so Libra.
Yeah, it makes sense to me too. You're talking about relationships, like how you fling. So
yeah,
I could definitely see that.
And
Natural born flirt.
And I only fling. The only reason I be flinging is just because like it's hard for me to take people seriously. Like it's hard for me to take them seriously, as in like you're saying that you want to do this forever. You're saying that I don't know if I can take you seriously. Like I just can't take you seriously because. It's the way you act, bitch. I'm so fucking serious. Yeah. But like, you know, sometimes people should come up, like people like Courtney, people like Red, you know, they come up and they show like for real that they're like, and so I take them seriously. Right. But like, bitch, I don't be taking bitches seriously.
Yeah. I can see that because so 7th house is like about relationships and like close relationships. So you're like partner, and then like y'all two being business partners or like close friends. So yeah, I could definitely see like, because I'm also 7th house sun, 7th house Venus, so and Libra sun, Aries rising. So I feel that like as far as I can't take you serious unless you like really like.
You got to be doing something substantial for me to take you seriously. Like you got the way in which you show up is so important to if I can take you seriously. And like bitches don't, which is, you know what, Courtney, I think this is also why I am a no nonsense bitch, because people I say this all the time. I've been saying this actually all week to like 3 different people because everybody got shit going on right now. People show you who they are for real like the first time. They will, even if you just met them, they're gonna show up for real every single time. And that's what I take people for, is how they show up originally. That's what I take people for. I be saying that shit all the fucking time.
Shit, bitch. No nonsense. I feel that. Aries rising. Wow.
Is that like
Libra stellium, bitch?
Oh, I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me at all, child. I'm so sorry. You are not beating those allegations. So if her Saturn, what house is your Saturn in?
So her Saturn is okay. So when you pull it up at home, it's probably gonna say the 12th house. But the way that I read it is in whole sign. Whole sign makes it simple and easy to read because it puts like basically it lines up each sign to a house. So it's not like split. Like it won't be, if you look on your chart now, it'll probably be like Aries in the 12th house, but also Aries in the 1st house. But yeah, like I said, I calculate in whole signs because that's how they used to do it back in the day. And your Saturn would be in the 1st house. So I was gonna, your Saturn is actually right on top of your ascendant. So I was going to ask you during the Saturn return. Well, you're not in your Saturn return yet.
What?
I thought it was 27 and 28.
So it's about when Saturn actually goes into that sign, though. So if you have Saturn in Pisces, which you probably do, because hers is Saturn. Is that your pronouns? I'm so sorry.
She, they.
She, okay. My bad.
You're good. But, I like a good mix of both. A good mix of both is real good for me.
Okay, but basically, like, Pisces and Aries was kind of like going back and forth when y'all were born. So, like, yours is in Pisces, but yours is in Aries. Saturn won't move into Aries until, I'm going to say, like, probably another year.
Okay.
So, like, you probably won't feel the direct effects yet. But when they do come up, I would pay attention to, like, how you feel about your appearance. Like, do you want to make any major changes?
I'm
like,
already
do you want to
feeling
present?
That.
You feel like you want to present different at all, or like
I guess in some ways, yeah. Like I keep saying like I want to like change my wardrobe. I want to do something drastic to how I look. I kind of want to like move away. Like I kind of want to move away from what I usually have been doing. I just don't know like what direction that is or what I want that to look like.
Yeah.
because I like being very femme. Like
Right.
I like being very femme. I also kind of like being in the middle. I don't like looking like my deity, and that is what keeps me from looking too masked, because I look just like that nigga. And I fucking hate that so much.
That's understandable.
But I think I present like very femme. And I feel like that's probably where I'll stay. But at the same time, like, who fucking knows?
Who fucking knows?
When I get these titties reduced, baby, who fucking knows?
Maybe walking around in wife beaters
Hey,
and sexy
nipples
basketball
out
shorts.
and nipples out. Come on now.
That honestly might be like your big change though, like getting the reduction. Like
I
can
like-
definitely see that happening, like when Saturn moves into Aries.
Okay, bitch,
Yeah.
put that countdown shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
Yes.
after that happens, like you being like, damn, like maybe I want to like not wear a bra like ever,
Well-
or like or if you already
When do
Not
I?
a problem.
yeah, or like some shit like where it's more maybe like emphasis
Yeah.
on your chest or
Yeah.
like
Bet.
that, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, if my titties are tiny, like smaller, and I don't have to wear a bra, it's over for you bitches.
It is.
It's completely wrapped
feel
up
that.
like a motherfucking Christmas present from Santa, bitch. It's over with.
Yeah, man.
I'm with this transformation.
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be
Courtney's like, I just want to see your titties, bro.
I love it. I like them now. I'll like them then. There's, I don't understand.
She said, hell yeah.
I just want you to be happy. Can you tell me what house my Saturn return is in and when it's coming? It's probably after, because I assume I was born after you, so it's
Yeah.
probably after.
Not too far though.
No, like
Actually,
10
2
days.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me put
20
yours
days, 20
into
days.
here.
Cause I'm like, I know people are like, I don't believe in cusps. But
I don't believe in cusps. They don't exist.
Right.
The planet wasn't fucking shifting in the second you were born.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
this is very true, Court. But like I always say, like, you know, Scorpio starts like 2 days after my birthday, so I'm always
Okay,
like,
yeah.
and that is why I'm like, well, maybe that's why I like Scorpio so much. But like October Scorpios, I'm not a huge fan of.
Me
I'm
either.
not.
I can understand
I'm
that.
not a huge fan of like
Yeah.
you know
Drake.
my
No.
sister. Please.
Bitch, you are so shady.
But I do really get along with
AM.
Scorpios, because like Courtney's a Scorpio. My other best friend is also a Scorpio, but then also my other best friend is a Libra. So there's that, and then I have D.
Oh.
And then the way you look,
There's gonna be behind there.
the way you looked, and then you know Red, I would consider to be like one of my close friends as
I
well.
fucking love Sag women.
and I love Sag
Sages.
women.
I actually love Sages in general.
I love Sag men too.
Sag men break my heart, but like I love like loving them.
Yeah.
They just always break my heart. So
Yeah.
I don't fuck with them, but like they're dope. They're like Sages are just so fun. you
Yeah.
know?
They are. They
I
are.
always say she keeps me young,
Man.
because otherwise I'm gonna just be chilling. You know.
Old
Because why are
head.
we going to get a tattoo next week?
Bitch, been wanting a
Go for
tattoo
it. Yeah.
so bad, so
I do
bad.
too. Like I want
This
to be
week.
tatted.
It's this week now.
You are. Oh, oh my gosh! I see that you're
am
tatted already.
but I want to be like
Covered.
tatted. Yeah.
I'm
Hell
telling
yeah.
you, yo, I'm telling you, these titties gone, baby. Oh,
You know
you're
what's-
so right. You are
Yeah.
so right. Yeah.
I thought
give
about
it
getting
some
my
time.
nipples pierced the other day. Like
Oh,
for
I
real,
can't.
for real.
You're gonna
Like
hate it.
I know, and that's what I was
You
thinking.
hate
I was
it,
like, I
bro?
think
No, I'm saying she's gonna
I
hate
think
it.
that I'm so scared of like infection, and I heard it's just really hard for them to heal.
Yeah.
and I'm not that
It's
girl.
extremely painful as well.
Yeah,
Like even Snow, who has like a huge shout out to Snow's Galactic Goodies on Instagram. Has like a huge like pain tolerance. She's gotten tattoos on her
Yeah.
nipples, so like you know there's that.
Yeah.
And I think she only got one of her nipples pierced because she was
couldn't
like
do the
it
other?
was so painful. Yeah, and that's what a lot of women say is that they get one pierced and then they just don't get the other one pierced.
Doesn't it also desensitize you too? Like,
at first it could, or make it more sensitive.
Yeah,
okay.
for some people
Okay.
it makes it more sensitive, and for others it doesn't. But like, I mean, yeah.
would you get? I think we've talked about.
I think that you know, when I get my reduction, if I can tell them to just pierce it while
I'm
they're in there.
under. Go ahead and
I'm not that bitch.
Yo, I'm so dead ass. Like
I'm a
I'm
Hello Kitty nipple ring on there. For
I'm
me while you're in there.
100% dead ass. You think I'm playing? I will be asking the doctor that. I
mean,
will
shit,
be
you-
asking.
who knows? You
Hey, can
might.
you do me a favor and just pierce them hoes while you in there? Like, make sure they're like as identical as eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
not Tracy Ellis Ross's eyes. Like eyes for real. I want to
Okay.
be like staring them dead in the face. When I go through the fucking metal detector, they're like, what's going on there? And I'm like,
you always have to scan.
Yeah.
I think I would get my clit pierced. It sounds painful, but I heard it's actually not as painful as you think.
I would get the meat. I would get like the
top part.
The Christina. I would get my.
That's really pretty.
It's really cute.
Yeah. That's really pretty.
Just like, cause I love my landing strip also. Yeah. So I think like having just a little, cause if I had to ever part with my landing strip, it would be because I had a piece of jewelry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Okay, back to my Saturn.
That was a good tangent.
Yeah.
So yours is actually in the 5th house. But yours is also in Aries. So like we're not there yet.
Wow. So are we gonna have the same Saturn return?
Probably.
Yeah. That is going to be brutal. That is brutal. Not us both having to run the 10. Yeah, like
when you're not strong. That's gonna be us. Wait, you remember that one year where we were like just going through it? We were just going through it together. It was probably after our breakups, like that we had around the same time.
Okay, yeah.
And like we were just like, let's just like eat and watch movies and like sit, and we'd like just sit on the couch together and watch TV, and we'd be kind of sad.
Okay, well, maybe we should bring it back.
Yeah, we should bring it back.
Let's get in that mindset right now. What is the 5th house?
So 5th house actually represents like sex and like pleasure. So
I feel like those themes are already there. Okay, I'm sorry, elaborate.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna. Well, I don't know if this is something I'll talk about, but
we talk about a lot of.
Yeah.
Hey, what can we not talk about? Is the true question.
Yeah. Do you have any struggles around intimacy, or like maybe not with yourself, but like with other people?
Are you a bitch? I'm so sorry. I'm not I'm so sorry. Are you good? Because you're making a lot of fucking faces.
I didn't know how to ask that without getting your business.
No, you're good.
Way.
No, I'm good with that. I think the older I get, the more I realize I struggle with intimacy, and the more I talk to my mom, I realize why I struggle with intimacy, because she struggles with intimacy with me sometimes. Like, and we've been really like just talking about it, which is great for intimacy, right? Because we're talking about it. But like, definitely, I think I'm just like also a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio stellium,
right?
So I think I just like everybody at like a distance, and then when I would like to have somebody close, I just like, let's be close. Right. And then I like really need my space, or I feel very overwhelmed when people like, I don't know. Like I feel very overwhelmed when I feel like people need me, even though I need to be needed as well. So it's just like a very tough line.
Do you go through long periods of being like celibate? Like on purpose?
Not on purpose.
Okay, not on purpose. Okay, have you ever...
look at the camera is crazy.
Have you ever decided at any point
actually, yes. Like, I really, like, that's also a thought this year. I'm trying to make a lot of, like, mental changes, and, like, so I've just been like, maybe I should just not worry about sex at all, like, for a period of time and see what that's like. So I've been considering it, but I haven't actually gone through with it.
Yeah, I could see that happening during the Saturn return period. Like, not to say, like, oh, like, do it, but like I could see that might be a theme. Like, should I be celibate?
About it, babe.
Should I be abstinent?
You might be holding down the stories for a while. What? I mean, not like you already haven't, because honestly, I think 2023 is probably, I've had the least amount of sex like since I've been like consistently having sex.
I've been having sex with the same person just about all of 2023, just about. And even when I think about sex and like doing it, it's more so like doing it as a service, not really like doing it because I'm horny, but like doing it because I want to beat someone up, or doing it because I like, not that I'm wanting to be like face to genitals or anything like that, just to watch someone else experience pleasure, because I feel like that to me is like my favorite part of sex anyway. And being the orchestrator, of course, is always going to be my favorite part. So I think that is like, when I think about like, anytime I even have the fleeting thought of like, oh, maybe I want to find another play partner or anything, it's like they would have to be okay with me not really participating in like a way of like them giving me anything, because that's not what I want. Especially because I have a partner that so freely gives to me and gives me exactly the way I like to. So I don't really like I don't know. And even then, like we like we have great sex and we have it pretty frequently, but it's not like, oh, if we're not having sex, I'm like freaking the fuck out about it or anything like that, you know? So
I think
might get back into sex work, you know, never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope if that's what you want to do, that's what you do, because I like to hear the stories.
Yeah, you know, I'll be really turning bitches out.
No, I'm a nosy bitch. That is really illuminating, because I like you said, like you already feel those feelings, and I already feel those feelings. So
Aries moon, bitch.
Yeah, Aries rising.
Babe. What the fuck?
Aquarius moon. Which actually, you know, that means you are.
Either way, the Aquarius moon always made sense to me. Like that one always made sense to me.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll be like, you mad detached. I'm like, am I?
And then also, like, you're a Libra, so like Aquarius is trine Libra, so it's like a harmonious like thing. So all the air signs like are in a trine together, all the water signs, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you could definitely identify with being Aquarius.
Yeah, I really, and like I love a good Aquarius bitch too. Like I love it. Me and Aquarius really, like when I meet an Aquarius bitch, you know what? That's why I think if I met Megan Thee Stallion, we would be besties. I'm just saying.
I feel that.
Yeah, I think y'all have the
Because
same
she's a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you've got fat asses.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe she can teach me how to do that thing where she's sitting down and it does the thing.
Yes. Me and Caitlin were trying to do that thigh shit she be doing.
Oh, I'll show it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can do it, but she be doing it like with the beat. She be like, right, left, right, left, left.
It's the ankles and the knees.
I ain't got
You
those
literally,
knees.
no, it's not like doing, it's like moving. You literally are just moving your joints, like kind of like this. Okay. And pay attention, because you can feel your fat moving, right?
Okay.
So that'll also kind of tell you when to move your body and move those parts of your body to make your fat kind of go in sync. That's really all it is.
I think you're underestimating how much ass I have to move.
Courtney, you got a fucking wagon, bro. We were just talking about this.
Simple then. Like, what is
Courtney packing. She over here playing modest. She over here playing modest. We literally were just saying on the new year that ass is fat. Please.
It do what it do when it do, and it don't when it don't, baby.
Okay.
Anyway. My last flash astrology question before we kind of like digress. What do you think is like the sexiest placement that somebody could have, and like why does it make them seem so sexy?
I think prominent Mars in a chart makes anybody like have strong sex appeal or like strongly desired. So Aries risings, Scorpio risings, Mars in the first house people, Mars in the fifth house people. You have Mars in the fifth house as well.
I would say that's one thing that I've read a lot is like I know my Mars is in Leo, and that's one thing that I read a lot about Leo Mars is that they're like kind of like sexual, but like sex charged, not as in like being horny all the time, but like they just got that
sexuality. For sure.
Because you know, there's different types of being sexy or like being beautiful.
Yes. So
like before the pod and you were like sending me the question, I was like, how am I going to answer this? Because there's different types of like, sexuality or being sexy, but I would say like sex appeal, just like dripping with like in the aura type vibe. My bad. Prominent Mars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I know we talked a lot about.
You heard that? She just called me sexy
twice because Aries rising, Leo Mars. Let's talk about it. This is nothing new.
You got a Scorpio stellium, like
I do.
Bruh, I mean, hey, like it's different type. It's
because Scorpio real sexy.
I feel like I'm an enigma, and that's what makes me sexy.
That is what makes you sexy, you know.
You don't need to know anything about me.
Was I even here, bitch? No.
You just remember my name.
And even then, barely.
I was told this weekend that I had doe eyes.
No, you don't. I would describe your...
You do have big, beautiful eyes.
You have big, beautiful eyes.
I wouldn't describe them as doe.
Yeah. But Courtney, I'm thinking of like, when you talk about your eyes, there are specific looks that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
And
Let's shut it down.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. Please, no, go ahead. I was just kidding.
But I would describe them as like sultry, sexy, big eyes. Like I wouldn't call them doe, because when I think doe eyes, I think of like an anime bitch.
Okay.
Like innocent.
Yeah, like real innocent.
Okay.
No.
I don't look innocent.
No, because sometimes Courtney look at you and I'm like, what? Don't look at me like that. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I know what you got going on.
Stop looking at me like that.
Okay, I know I actually said last astrology question. This is my last astrology question.
Okay.
We are technically, like, the pleasure's all yours is technically a Leo.
Yes, she is a Leo.
July 16th, I think, is her birthday.
Yes.
Of 2022. We've been doing this for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was conceived a few months before then, but she was born in July.
She was birthed into this, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, what would that say about us? Do you think that, like, we present as Leos our business style?
I think so, because I remember, like, I think I followed y'all on Instagram, like on some, like, not random shit, but it was kind of like some random shit.
Yeah.
And like y'all's branding was just like, pow. And I was like, I'm big on branding.
I love it.
I'm huge on branding.
When I tell you we are amateurs.
Yeah, we always think that's our weakness. So we I love hearing that.
Y'all got that shit down. And then when I went to y'all's page, like everything was all lined up. And then y'all had like, the camera, everything was, I'm telling you, people are not doing it like that. Leo always gives like star power, fame, like got your shit together. Like,
I love it.
All Leos, they have to present like a certain way. If you ever met, like Leo's son, like they have to be put together at all times.
Very.
And yeah, definitely. Which
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you. Wow. As a creative director, how do you use your astrology to creative direct?
So that's something I recently started like merging together. So like for a long time I was an astrologer and a creative director, like separate. And then like I used my astrology in my own personal business, but like I didn't really merge them like for clients. But this year like I'm really trying to put them both together, because I really think that like astrology can really take your business like up that next level, or like have that extra edge that like
we might need to
people are always
pay the fee, girl.
Facts.
I mean shit, let me know.
We gonna pay.
First of all, celebrities have astrologers. Business like IBM, Microsoft, Apple, they got astrologers on their team.
On the payroll, like
we gotta be like them.
That's true.
But for myself though, so one thing that I do in my own personal business is like I only work on certain days. So like I usually don't work on Mondays. So it was like interesting for me to even like accept this, honestly, because usually like Monday is like represented by the moon. So like usually like you gotta sit in the house, like it's like my chill time. Like I use Monday like a traditional Sunday. Like
we usually record on Sunday.
Okay.
That makes sense, because Sunday is ruled by the sun. So yeah, like that's the day to do some like personality type work, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, Mondays like I'm usually in the house like chilling, whatever. Tuesday is ruled by Mars, so I do like a lot of work that I don't want to do on Tuesday, because like I have the extra energy. Wednesday is like Mercury day, so like I send emails, like I do communication things.
We need to get with you.
Yeah,
I'm loving this. Yeah, we need to talk. Yo, planning a content calendar as astrology. Yeah, we gonna pay the fee.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What's Thursday?
I just decided.
Oh, Thursday is Jupiter. So Jupiter is like things that you want to be like big. So like I would make like your post, like an IG post that you like really want a lot of eyes on, like I post on a Thursday or Friday. Also like post on a Friday, because that's ruled by Venus. So like beauty, like aesthetic. Aesthetic. Like if you're gonna do any beauty services, like book them on a Friday, like a haircut, or do your makeup that day. Like treat yourself. Like I usually don't work on Mondays and Fridays. Saturdays ruled by Saturn. So like another like hard work day. Basically. That's
usually when I get my house cleaning done.
Anything like, another one of those things that you kind of don't want to do. It's good for things like that. So that's kind of how I balance my week out.
That's dope. And do you feel like running your life by astrology like has made it easier? It just feels like your life flows more.
It flows better, because I mean when you think about it, like you think about our society and like how we do certain things, like January, for example, like it's the new year. It's not really Like, it's not the astrological New Year.
I always say spring is when things really.
So
everybody else's New Year's in the spring.
Yeah.
Aries season, that's the beginning of like the actual New Year. That's when you actually have the energy to get stuff done. Like trying to have people like start new things in the winter. Like, you think about like farming, for example. Like, you know, you don't
harvest your crops in January.
Yeah, like it doesn't. It goes against
farmer.
No facts. Like, it goes against nature, really, basically. So, yeah, that's just kind of how I live my life.
I love it. I do love that. And so, like with our charts, like every time I read our charts separately, I'm like, yeah, I can see how we like mesh so well. But I don't think that when we met, I thought we would start a brand together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not. So like, how in our chart does that kind of play out, and is that something that even our chart says is a play out?
So yeah, I'm about to look at it right now. I could see why y'all thought that y'all weren't gonna work together, because like the typical markers of somebody being like real close together, like business partners, like I was talking about the 7th house, like it's not there. But what y'all do have with like, because y'all both have Libra stelliums, is like community, like you know, buildings like this, like doing the podcast, like talking to people about something specific, and like, you know, helping self-esteem of like a whole community. Like, I could definitely see that. So I think it's more like coming together for a common cause. Like, that's definitely there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what I would see the most.
That's a great question.
You know, I also saw a heart that was like this. She went like this.
The classic?
The classic. She said, what did she say?
God.
And then she was like,
what?
And then she was like, one thing I'm gonna do is throw up a heart. You can do an upside down heart. You can do 3 hearts.
I think I saw that on.
Yeah. She was like, I don't see enough of this.
Okay. That's a Facebook post right there. AJ, thank you so much for joining us today. This was a lot of fun. Tell the people, because we have a big, black, beautiful audience. Tell them where they can find you. And bitches love astrology. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them where they can book your services for creative direction or a reading on anything.
Yeah. So y'all can find me on social media at AJ the Alchemist _ like on everything, mainly on Instagram and on Twitter. And then just click the link in my bio. It's right there.
Love it. A book with a support black business.
Support black business.
Get it with a bad bitch. Spend it on a bad bitch. If you got some money, nigga, trick on a bad bitch.
Megan? We love you guys. If this is your first time rocking with us, follow us on Instagram too at allyourpleasures _ Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube so you can see us in these 4K cameras, bitch. Come tell us about our outfits, because Lex is looking like a Libra bad bitch right here. We got AJ in the studio. We got me in some green for the Sagittarius moon. You know what it is. So follow us on YouTube, subscribe. What else do we do? Like and rate our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Do all those. Just do it right now.
Please.
Okay.
What if I said please?
Please. And if you want to be like AJ and talk to us for an hour and a half in the studio, then please go to our link on our Instagram and you can sign up to be a guest and just tell us why you want to be on there, and we'll reach out to you. But we love you. See you next week. Bye.